Everyone is welcome to watch this program. If you like us, please click to subscribe directly. Royal heartbreak. Queen's upset over intimate phone court leak exposed. Ridiculous. Queen Elizabeth II was deeply upset when an intimate phone call between Princess Diana and her lover was leaked back in 1992. According to Archie reports, Prince Harry was humiliated earlier this week when two Russian YouTube stars released a recording of a Hawks phone call with the royal from January. Harry reportedly believed that he was speaking in confidence with climate activist Greta Thunberg. He openly discussed his exit from the royal family, his relationship with his troubled uncle Prince Andrew, and U.S. President Donald Trump's response to climate change. Although there is yet to be a response from royal representative, experts believe Harry will have to face the ramifications of his embarrassing mistake. However, the fourth royal is not the only member of the firm to have been caught out through a recorded telephone conversation. According to a Daily Mail article from 2008, Diana was mortified when phone recordings of her conversation with her secret lover James Gilbert were released in 1992. The Unearthed report reveals that the conversation exposed the royal family to ridicule and confirmed the depressed state of Diana's marriage to Prince Charles, leading the Queen to be incredibly upset at the situation. The tape itself became known as Squidgegate because of Mr. Gilbert's nickname for the royal Squidgy. He repeatedly said, "I love you" to the royal, and she said he made her go all jelly beans. Diana then referred to Charles as his nips throughout the 20 minutes conversation. According to the article, Mr. Gilbert referred to Diana as darling more than 50 times too. They arranged to meet up and regularly blow kisses down the line. Diana said, "Gosh, I hope Ken doesn't say no." Mr. Gilbert replied, "Do you know what I'm going to be imagining tonight? At about 12 o'clock? Just holding you close to me. It will have to be delayed action for 48 hours. Diana also said that Charles makes my life real torture, and added that she nearly started blubbing during lunch. She said, "I just feel really sad and empty," I thought. Bloody hell, after all I have done for this fucking family. The conversation itself was made on New Year's Eve 1989, when Diana would have been staying with the Queen at Sandringham. The article explained her longtime friend Mr. Gilbert, then a 35-year-old marketing manager for Teen Lotus, was at an undisclosed location on a mobile phone. The inquest jury was told. The couple's intimate phone call was recorded by a metro radio at the time and broadcast in 1992. The exposure of Squidgegate ended up celebrating the separation and subsequent divorce between the Prince and Princess of Wales. Charles and Diana divorced officially in 1996. As a result, Buckingham Palace was keen to find out if it had been broadcast by accident or if the conversation had been deliberately put into the public domain as soon as it had been broadcast. According to Diana's former protection officer, Ken Wolfe, the Queen was personally dissatisfied with the turn of events. Speaking during Diana's 2008 inquest, he said, I remember Diana saying to me that the Queen personally was dissatisfied with what had happened and the consequences of that, and have herself insulted at inquiry. The Queen would get an answer, I'm sure. He added that Diana believed the private secretaries to the Queen and her husband, Prince Philip, were sharpening their knives against her, because they could not stand seeing her on the front pages anymore. Mr. Worf also informed the inquest that he thought the recordings were the result of bugging from GCHQ. He believed the tapes were then put on a loop until two different radio hands picked it up. He said the security service were concerned about the royal family due to the higher IRA activities at the time, so every member of the firm was bugged. However, a year later in 1993, the commissioners for the interception of communication dispute Mr. Worf's claims. Sir Thomas Bingham said, "From time to time, stories are published describing interceptions said to have been carried out by GCHQ or by what are usually called MI5 and MI6. Such stories are, in my experience, without exception false. Radio hams claimed they have come across it by accident. It was soon sold to national newspaper and sensationalized Diana and Charles' marriage."